channel very soon. So now concerning the platform itself, of course, we have to go through this path of raising money because it's not possible to scale this platform at a large scale. I'm talking hundreds of thousands, even millions users. It's not possible if you don't have at least a little money to start with.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I'm sorry, I just saw actually your post on the educational program, and I know it's another topic, and it will be one of my last questions, but can you tell us more about this educational program? Because I think this is a very unique service that you're providing through the platform. Can you tell us more about that, please?
The funny thing is that this educational program was not meant to be on the platform, but then we decided that we're going to do it anyway. So the educational program is the first film education program in France for African and diaspora movies. We are a team of 6 with the co-founder Chloé Ortolé, which is she's living in Senegal actually. And basically what we do is we imagined a catalog of movies that schools, also institutions, also a city office, I mean, the whole institutional system and educational services in France that could use. So then a teacher can come, check the catalog we have, and then book a screening. And when they book it, we also give a workshop for them, a film workshop. And every movie, so we have 20 movies, every movie is in a theme. We have 11 themes. So we have like women rights. We have a theme about women rights.
Hey, that's the topic of the day.
That's the topic of the day. So we have, like, for instance, in this theme, we have the movie Mother, Maman, by Maïmouna Doucouré. We have a theme about slavery, Memories from the Slavery, which features a four-movie documentaries called Les Routes de l'Esclavage, The Roads of Slavery, by Fanny Glisson. We have movies about ecology, about youth in Africa. We have all kind of themes. And the idea is that we want to make the youth aware of Africa, of African cultures. And not only that, they are part of, Africa is part of the world, but also most of them, I mean, a lot of young people in France specifically come from the diaspora. They have African roots, and a lot of times they are just cut off their roots. And we just want to make them aware that it exists, that they are it's okay, that they can talk about it, and it's not just about African villages and African poverty. And you know what, you know the rest, you know.
Exactly. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to know that my kids, contrary to me, will watch movies that actually they can relate to and understand another side of Africa, because I think this is one of the things that every diasporan had to go through, and see all the image that the media are just showing about Africa with the very poor and malnourished children and wars, and there's just so much more from
and that. Political problems, and it's actually, I mean, it's not untrue, it's true. We still have political problems, but then the news coverage is still very focused on that. It's narrowed on that, and I think it's moving in the Anglophone world. I think some media are trying to cover other stories, creators, educational stories. I think it's changing, but the French media is just starting. So we have to continue that, and the cinema world, it's very hard. It's very hard to make people think broader of Africa.
Yeah, it's true. And luckily we have change makers like you that push that narrative, because that's so important. And
yeah.
My last question is the current challenges that you're having, basically, like, and how you can get support, because that's all about also what we want to do at Melanin Capital, is try to support change makers like you. It's not necessarily businesses, it can also be foundations and organizations, and want to understand, like, what are the challenges that you're facing. Is it more about advisory and mentorship and try to avoid the pitfalls that you were telling about earlier, or is it just more about the money, or is it also about the resources and talents? What is it about? I guess it's a bit of a mix of everything, but if you had to pick.
I think continue what we can, like how to continue what we're doing. And today it comes down to, of course, money and building a real team that can sustain the project, because we are all volunteers, and what we want to do is to be able to just continue with the team we have and have more people in the project and make that viable for them too. I'm talking about 60 people, but it's not just numbers. It's people I met, you know, virtually or physically, and people living in Spain, in France, in Ivory Coast, in Senegal, United States, Australia. I'm just, you know, I could go on, but I'm just saying it's important that we come down to a team. It's a team of people that work behind this project. It's very important that people know that. And then, of course, the money, because the money is helping us to have the team and then the resources to invest in marketing, invest in the platform, invest in the movies. And right now we are looking for capital for this project, which is going to be the platform project only. So the rest of the projects are still going to continue with the charity. And I invite every film producer that wants to join us in this venture to call us, to contact us. And also I invite, I don't know, investors who might listen to that to call us or to contact us, so we can give them the pitch we have and show them the work we do.
Yeah, and that would be very inspiring for them, I think, because the investment in creative industries is also just starting, I would say, in Africa. Like, there's still a lot to do, and the market is gigantic, but investors are still a bit risk averse on that matter, like, and not really always seeing the potential. But it is growing, and it's definitely thanks to ventures like yours that already built a track record of 5 years through a charity, and now just converting that this is the right way to start investing in like the cultural industry in Africa. So we're also really behind you on that. That's really amazing. Well,
you know what's funny is that I think it's funny because I'm just seeing the similarities between the financial world and the cinema world. You know, in cinema world you have hypes, you have waves of movie types. So, okay, you have the vampire type, the westerns, and you have the sci-fi. And in the financial world, you also have hypes. Okay, let's invest in financial tech. Let's invest in health tech. And it's funny because for Africa, what I see today, there is 4 or 5 domains that people should go if they want to get money, because you get money if you do fintech, if you do sustainable energies or just energies, if you do food, I mean agriculture, if you do health, and I think payment systems also, but it goes to fintech. So yeah, I think we have to have a room bigger so we can also propose more projects.
Absolutely, we cannot agree more. It's true that there are hypes, and also like what we see is that once you have companies that are financed, for example, I always give Mcopa, Cellulant, you have those companies, and then all the investors want to go for them. But then there's no room for other startups that are actually trying something new in another country or for the first time. And that's I think a bit the pity in Africa, because Mcopa cannot get it all. And those sectors you just say cannot get it all. We need to spread, to make resilient economies in the continent. So yeah, I agree with that.
What I want to add is that it's not just African films for Africans. For me, it's African stories worldwide. And that's the tagline of what we're doing. We should be able to show great stories from Africa all over the world. And this is something not a lot of people may understand, but this is what we want to do today. So keep in mind that that's going to be what we're going to do in the next years.
Amazing. African stories worldwide. Hey, that will stick with me for a long time. It's amazing. An amazing vision. Thank you so much for being here with us. We learned a lot about this industry and about your work and how you went through this journey. It was not easy for you to find this model and to build from scratch this amazing organization. you're now looking for funding. So this is definitely something that we will publish a lot this next week, and about your platform and this festival that is now fully online and that everyone can have access to. It is supporting movie makers in Africa. It is supporting to spread the word about African stories worldwide. So we are very excited to have this story with us today. Maybe for the last words, would you have a movie on women to recommend for today on your platform?
Oh, that's a gift you're giving me. We have a movie today. We just launched Waga Girls, which is a movie from Teresa Dalbert Traore from Burkina Faso. It talks about young women who are dreaming of becoming mechanics, and it's just that the idea that no job should be I mean, women should do every job they want, and that's the idea. And we actually made a full selection of movies on the platform. So if you just go to oaff.watch, you can find them.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I have my evening plan. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Very grateful. And this is thanks to your support that also amazing entrepreneurs and change makers like Jean can go forward, because it's a lonely journey sometimes. I mean, for me, it was also a bit lonely. So I can really thank you everyone for joining us. And next week we'll meet again for another entrepreneurial journey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao.
Ciao.